What's up, guys? Two Pendulum videos in a row. We're on a roll here. I'm here to showcase you a 2-card combo, including the new card we're getting in September in the new Maze set, which includes the Astrograph Sorcerer you see on the screen, as well as the new Kirin, and I'll explain how they help the deck alongside the combo. So we're going to start with the Old Faithful Wakaushi plus level 4. And the level 4 choice is going to be the Shade of the Obscure, which is incredible. But for the sake of this combo, I'm going to keep it like as streamlined as possible. So we're going to go scale Wakaushi, use the effect, place Big Benkei, search Soul Piercer, and we're going to use Shade's effect to just summon itself, because why not? And then we're not going to use the effect to destroy. It always depends on your hand with pendulums, and this does a lot for the deck, like I said, but we're just going to keep it simple. So we're going to Synchro for Ignista, 1 Piercer to Wakaushi. We'll search the Wakaushi, use Ignista to summon the Majesty. Majesty will search Skyrus and discard Wakaushi. So this is a 2-card combo, it's not 2.5 because you need a discard. The deck always replenishes itself, so none of that nonsense. We'll link the 2 for Beyond, pay 1200. So in every scenario, you grab the Astrograph Sorcerer, the original, because this helps you play through everything. But for the sake of the combo, we're gonna get this one, because he looks cooler. Slightly cooler. Astrograph, like, just is a very cool card in general. So we're gonna Pendulum Summon 2. Also, for the sake of the combo, this could also be a Curtain Raiser as well, just anything that summons itself. I'll try not to use the normal summon in this combo, but we'll see how far we get. So we're gonna overlay for Dugaris. Dugaris will summon back the Ignista. Ignista effect again. Get used to hearing that line quite a lot. So we're going to summon Dynamite, and then link Beyond and Ignista for Princess. Princess will summon Ignista back. Ignista effect will summon Ignis from the deck, because it has to be a fire. Then we need a link for any link for your choice, either between Ambler Whale or the Raging Phoenix. It's up to personal preference. And then you link the link for into Zelentis. Then Ignista will summon the new Kirin. This card is incredible. So, if you have a card in your other Pendulum Zone, you can activate this effect, so in the scale. You can special summon it, or you can destroy this card, and if you do, special summon a one level 5 or lower Pendulum monster from your other Pendulum Zone. So it's an extender, and it clears the scale, which we've needed for a while, right? But also, whilst it's Pendulum summoned, your opponent can't target it or destroy it with card effects, which basically makes it a Kirin. And quick effect, you can target 1 Pendulum monster card you control and 1 card your opponent controls and return them to the hand. So you can bounce your scales because they're Pendulum monster cards. And this becomes a disruption, it becomes a layered embod piece, it becomes everything. If they somehow rename this card to Magispector Dracoslayer, bro, this deck is giant. It's going to be one of those buffs like how Shade the Obscure was for Palpatron. So back to the combo, we're going to link the new Kirin and the Ignista into Kroshi. And we're going to contact fuse the Dynamite and the Ignis into Dynasta. Chainlink 1 Sheep, Chainlink 2 Dynamite to add back the Kirin and summon back the Soul Piercer from Grave. The fact that this is just a Dracoslayer adds so much depth to the deck, because when it's summoned off Ignista, the effect's not negated, so we have a chance going second now. Enough rambling. Dynamite effect will summon back the Majesty, and then we link these 3 into Singularity. Soul Piercer will grab a Wakaushi from the deck, wherever it is. There we go. And then we will scale Skyrus. Will we destroy the Wakaushi or will we destroy Big Benkei? We'll destroy Wakaushi. So you can summon Astrograph here. But my previous combos, it's kind of messed up the sequencing of it, so we'll hold it off for now. We'll scale the Odd Eyes. Use the Odd Eyes effect to summon Ignista effect to summon Dynamite from the deck. And then we'll link the Dynamite and the Cross Sheet into Exceed the Pendulum. So this combo, I'm not going to do the extra link because it requires like a few more things. So we're going to summon Exceed here and not there. So we're going to use Exceed effect to add back the Odd Eyes. Then we're going to scale the Revolution. use Exceed effect to summon Wakaushi from grave. Link these two into early. Actually, let's see if we can do the extra link. I'm just going to summon it here. Let's see if we can do it. We're going to summon the early still. Or we're going to, no, we're going to make Beyond. Make the extra link. Because it looks cooler. And I think that's the way the combo's supposed to go. We're going to use Odd Eyes to summon the Ignister. And then, yeah, we'll use Ignister effect to summon from the deck. Now, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we're going to scale the new Kirin now. Use the effect to summon itself because it can do that. Then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to make Allied Kotoka. That's a good card. Allied Kotoka is a very good card. Now, we're going to use, we're going to scale Wakaushi, and we're going to use Ignister's effect to destroy Wakaushi, and shuffle back the Skyrus, which will trigger the Astrograph Sorcerer to summon itself and the Wakaushi we just destroyed. Here we'll need a normal summon, but it's fine. So if we did have a normal summon, we just link these two, and then normal summon whatever, link into Frigate Wizard, and then Singularity will bring back the early. That's if you had a normal summon, because we are using a 2-card combo without a normal summon, and of course Shade can scale the Mabuku in the extra deck, and that'll give you the extra body, so you can summon a Yamarashi from hand, right? So that's what I was saying, like, we'll see how far we get. So we have the extra link, but long-time viewers of the channel will notice there's a certain lack of Baguska. There's a reason for that. So in your opponent's turn, because Astrograph Sorcerer, I haven't even read this guy's effect. So during your main phase in the scale, you can destroy this card, and if you do, place one Pendulum monster whose scale is 1 from your hand or deck in your Pendulum Zone. But it can't activate its Pendulum Strikes this turn. What it's meant to do is scale the new Stargazer Magician to negate spell cards like Super Poly, because it doesn't start a chain. It's very, very good. Could be a side deck tech, we'll see in the future. But its monster effect is, in a face-up card you control, monster cards you control is destroyed by Battle War card effect. You can special summon this card from your hand. Then you can special summon one of those destroyed monsters back. That's how I was able to get the Wakaushi back from extra deck. So, and then during the main phase, you contribute this card, which we're going to do now. So say your opponent summons a monster, we're going to use the effect, tribute it, and then fusion summon a Dragon Fusion monster from your extra deck by shuffling its materials from your field and or face-up extra deck into the deck. You don't need to shuffle the Astrograph itself. You can shuffle this and anything else as well. So we're just going to shuffle these two. Imagine you had 2 Odd Eyes in your extra deck, which you normally do with the regular Astrograph combo, and you just shuffle 2 Monster Reborns back in your deck. Crazy, right? And you still have the Skyrus from earlier as well in your deck. Then you summon Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon, which, when it's special summoned, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls and return to the hand. That's never worked. That's never really come up, because this is usually an end board piece. But now we can summon it in our opponent's turn, so we can get the bounce, and as everyone knows, it's an Omni Negate, which also shuffles back from the extra deck. So instead of Baguska, you can have another Omni Negate, plus a bounce. And as you guys know, the extra link, you negate with Trigate, use Allied Kotoka's effect to tribute Trigate, negate a card, so that's 2 negates, and then Singularity will bring back the Trigate, and that'll be 3 negates. Now with Vortex Dragon, 4 negates. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 interruptions. Off the Wakaushi, plus a level 4, plus a normal summon. However, if you go for the regular Astrograph and you just draw this, you can still do this combo. But in every other situation I draw the Astrograph, or you don't need to use your normal summon because Shade will put the Bambuku in the face-up extra deck, and when you summon the Bambuku you add back the Yamarashi, you add the Yamarashi from your deck, and that doesn't need your normal summon. So that's just the streamline combo. That's what I want to show you guys. That's with the new Kirin, that's with the new Astrograph, and Shade is a lot better than people realize. But yeah, 9 interruptions, 4 negates. Pretty good, pretty good. Thanks for watching. Join the Discord, buy the coaching. I'm going to be testing Pendulum a lot more. In September, I definitely will be back on this deck. And I'm grateful for all the support, and I hope to see you guys then. See you next time.